your wedding day. Such memories. Your smiling face, the love in her eyes, promising of a lifelong journey of understanding and support. So what the fuck happened? You out the house, she got the car, and you're recovering on your homeboy's couch, or even worse, in your parents' basement. Life after marriage is not something most men are prepared for. Many don't even talk about the issues that affected what was supposed to be one of the best things that ever happened. What now? How does your life start over? It's time to talk about it. The Lame Show starts now.
Welcome to The Lame Show. Life after marriage ends. We are your hosts, Kier.
Yo.
Drew.
Yo.
Daniil.
Yo, lame show.
Jamal.
We are here.
And myself, Goran. So today we're here to answer a tough question that the ladies have. And fellas, the ladies want to know from the male perspective, is sharing your passion important to you in a relationship? So let's talk about it. Your passion can be sports, right? Is she going to the game with you? If your passion is art or music, is she buying the latest album? Is she learning the dances? Does she know the difference between, abstract art and, different types of art? Is that important to you? So ladies want to know, because it's one of the top 25 questions that females are afraid to ask men from a blog that was posted not too long ago. So let me start with Drew. Drew, what are some of your passions? And is it important that your lady shares those passions?
I have a passion for sports, and no, my lady is not required to share the same passion.
What about working out?
Yeah, but everybody works out at a different pace, I should say. Right.
Okay.
So working out, definitely gotta go to the gym. But there are some people who are like crazy with their workouts. Some people they just go just to maintain whatever they got. But I love sports. And for me to require someone to love sports the same way I do is pretty unfair. But I think that what people should not do is basically shame someone into giving up what they love to do in order to fit what they want to do.
So if the game's on, the Knick game is on, she shouldn't be like, aren't you going to go upstairs and bathe the kids?
Well, you kind of knew you had to bathe the kids, so you probably should have did it before the Knick game started.
If that's your assignment for the night, then you should have bathed the kids before 7:30 when MSG is popping and it's time for the Knick game to start, right?
Exactly.
Or would you prefer the shorty to be like, yo, I'm going to go bathe the kids, get the game on, turn up the volume, because the Knicks is playing the Lakers tonight?
I mean, that's the perfect world, but
it's a perfect world, but
really,
you can't
really
require that.
Really, what you want someone that you love spending time with, regardless of what it is, and their passion doesn't have to be yours, and your passion doesn't have to be theirs.
So
Gotcha.
I agree with the last bar there that Drew said, but I think it's cool and I think it's sexy when you do have certain. And it don't have to be everything, right? Like you and your lady don't have to be on the same page with everything. She may be like, look, I know that's your thing. So you go do that. I'm gonna chill here. That's cool too. But I think you should have common interests with your woman and things that you can do together that you both of you like, whether it be, going to, the jazz festival, listening to music, other things, right? Like she may know that you're into sports, and she may not be into them, right? Like, and you can respect that, but as long as she's supportive and not trying to down you when you want to go to the game or you want to watch the game, or if it's football season and you're passionate about your sports team. If she's shaming you for that, like, are you really going to another game? Like, that's kind of counterproductive in my view. So that's it.
Yeah, I hear you. So
Well,
go ahead, Maul.
if she is saying while you're going to another game, if she's not getting the attention that she wants, should she be silent? I don't think she should be silent, but I do think she needs to pick her spots. Maybe if she knows he's going to the game, go have that conversation afterwards, because anything before that is going to make her look like a what, fellas?
A non-sports fan? Hater.
AKA nag.
Nag.
So, Maul, what's some of your passions?
Just travel, and if most Americans don't travel, so I'm not expecting someone to have as much travel experience that I have. But if you gotta want to go somewhere, you gotta have a passport. But if the person doesn't have the same passion as mine, I think just in general, if a woman doesn't have the same passion as a man, stay out of the way. If he wants to go, you let him go. You don't say nothing. As long as you get in your time, just be quiet. If you have an argument and he says, I'm going to do this before he come home, and you want to continue talking about what you guys had a differences, let him go. Because if he don't go, you're going to see a whole different individual.
Bye, Felicia. So DW.
She going to see Debo.
DW.
That's my bike, punk. That's my bike.
What's some of your passions, and is it important in a relationship for your lady to share those passions?
Man, I got a lot of passions.
So you're a passionate dude, huh?
I'm a passionate dude, man.
Passion fruit.
Passion punch.
Passion punch.
But yeah, I think it's important. I think it's important. The older I get, I feel like, I know what I don't want. I know what I want. And I would definitely want someone to be supportive. I think when you talk about passion, I hear peace. You know what I mean? I hear peace. I hear this is what I do to find peace. So if you're going to join me in my passion, don't fuck it up. You know what I mean?
That's G on the golf course. He like, look, damn it, we playing couples. You know, you better birdie this bitch.
It's not hard. Peace and buns. That's all you want.
But I think, to Kira's point, I think it's sexy if that's not something you're into, but you're trying anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point or you find something that you like within what the other person's into. I think that's sexy.
I do too.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
So for me,
yes,
I've got two examples. So in my current relationship, like you guys alluded to, I'm a big golfer. So my girl reached out to me and was like, would you like it if I golf with you? She doesn't golf, but she sees how much I enjoy it. It's one of my passions. So she offered to take lessons and start golfing. I thought it would be cool, but like you guys said, golf for me is a peace thing, but it also helps keep my competitive nature going, right? I mean, I can't hoop like I used to. I don't play ball as much as I used to. So I got competitive juices and I need to get that energy out. So when I'm out golfing, it's a competitive thing, it's a passion thing, and it's a peace thing. So if she took it up, that'd be really cool that we would be able to spend that time together. But I think if she wasn't as serious and didn't take it competitively, like I do, I think it would be a little bit of an annoyance, right? So it would kind of kill that passion a little bit. But it was very sexy for her to say,
wow.
like, "Hey,
no, I get it.
I want to share that with you,
bro. I get it. D-Right, I get it. Goran, I get it. Like, I understand what you just said.
That's
like everything
bars.
that resonates with me right there. So maybe that's not the thing that you want her to kind of, because like honestly, I get it. Like when you going out to golf, like you trying to get your lowest score, right? Like you like
right.
And also like you don't want to. And this sounds bad, but you don't want to be slowed down either. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to get through these 18 or whatever the case is. So I totally get what you're saying there. But there's other things, if not golf, there's other things that you guys can find, that you can both enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have to be into everything that you're into, right?
Right.
I mean, but also you could take her out, right? Like, you could take her out and you could be her coach, right? So you know enough about golf. You've been golfing your whole life, right? So you could take her out and you could show her around, have her put on a little golf skirt and the hat and the shirt and stuff. All right, let me show you, how to swing the club and, kind of give it those nuances, but not when you're out like trying to get your 18 in or trying to, play. But there's those other times, like your practice rounds, right? Like, you could take her out to the driving range,
Right.
or those types of things, and still have those bonding times where she's not at home and you're out on the driving range or whatever the case is. So you can still incorporate her into your passion, and at the same time not have her like, babe, not today, because today I got I'm trying to bust their ass tonight. So
and I gotta
today,
perform.
You stay home.
I
with
put the tape on
kids.
today.
I'll be home by like 8. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But I still think if she has that interest in being part of your golf game, then you can do that in other ways, right? So I would respect the fact that my lady came to me and said, "Hey, would you want me to try this?" That's sexy. That's sex. That shit is the shit that we talking about. I think I would definitely enjoy just her effort to be part of my life in that manner. Maybe something she's not used to, but because she's trying to be part of my life, she's willing to give it a shot. That's cool.
Yep.
I like that.
All right, so let me flip it on everyone real quick, and you got to answer. If your ex shared more passions, or you guys had more things in common, would you guys have had a better relationship?
Yep.
And why? Give me an example.
I just feel like me and my ex-wife, okay, because I've had other exes. So me and my ex-wife, I think we were like different people all the way around. Like, I was more outgoing. She was more introverted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so really, so this is real talk. So if I wanted to go out, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know me fucking more than 2-3 decades, right? So I'm
loud.
I'm loud. I'm extrovert. I like to go out. I like to do things. And she wasn't that person, right? So to the point of the topic at hand, if I was like, hey, some of my coworkers or some of my friends, they having this little get together. Why don't we go? I think it would be nice. It's going to be this, that, and the third. She's like, no, and I don't really like meeting, or I don't I don't know any of them, so I don't I'm just not sure. Why don't you go by yourself? And that's how it would be. So then I'd be like, come on, like they asked me to invite you, and so she would more or less, lean on the side of, no, look, you just go and whatever. But then if I did go, then I get the grief for going and leaving her.
Because you damned if you do, you damned
yeah,
if you
you
don't.
damned if you do, you damned if you don't, right? Like, I invited her.
hanging
It's
out-
not- bro,
hanging out with you it's not a chore, but you got to be on your level.
yeah,
You really got to be. You're like both yin yang twins.
You're right. I'm like both
So
the
it's
yin yang
like-
twins. So if she's
like in
introverted,
one person.
if she's introverted and she don't really like to be the life of the party, and I go in there and I'm like, yeah, so she's gonna be like, shit, I knew I
Another
shouldn't
2
have come
hours
here.
of this bullshit.
So
Another-
that's my marriage in a life in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? It was always that
Right.
opposite, those opposing energies, right? Like, she was this side and I was like, well, let's just go. Like yo, like,
Let's
this
do
should be
it.
fun, But
Right.
it just didn't work out in the long run. So that's my example, and it's a real one too. So that's real talk.
So I think
I was gonna ask, should the wives or girlfriends or whoever you are that see their man's passion, should they ask to make sure they're still considered when that man is performing or going out to participate in his passion. Like if you got, let's say for example, he's in a band, he's in a local band, and they all of a sudden have a gig. It's not gonna be a major big gig, but it's like they got 5 days, 5 shows back to back. He's not gonna be home. Should he should he ask for permission, or should he just be like, "Yo, that's my passion. I'm doing it."
Can I answer?
Sure.
I think it would be dope if she supported him, and if she didn't show up at all 5 gigs, I think it would be nice to see a lady out in the crowd supporting you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had a gig or whatever the case is, if she showed up at one show and you saw your girl out there, or your lady, or your woman, or your wife, I think that would make you feel great. I think it would be dope to see her in the crowd and supporting you. And even if she, didn't
Key,
stay
I'm
for,
sorry. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm
Okay.
gonna cut you off because you didn't answer the question.
I thought
I
that was what
said
you was
if-
asking.
No, I said if he has a gig,
Yeah.
where he's gonna be performing 5 days in a row,
Okay.
should he go and say, "Yeah, I can do it," or should he consult with his wife first? Because that's his passion.
It's the
He
consultation
wants
piece.
it to happen. There's no doubt he doesn't want to hear no. But should he be considerate and talk to his wife first, or should she already know that it's a yes for him?
So I'm speaking as a single man now. You trying to drag me back into the married mentality, but
Single man now is like, I'm
single
going.
man
Ladies wanna
now,
know.
like,
Ladies wanna know.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm consulting anything, but as a married man, and I do remember being married, I think it's important to let them know, what's going on. Give them advance notice. Let them know, hey, listen, I got a couple gigs coming up. And maybe even set up a babysitter or something. Say, I'd love for you to come to, this one. This one's earlier in the evening. I know you don't like to stay up too late, but listen, come to this one, whatever. And whatever. So have the conversation, let it be known. I don't feel like anyone should be asking permission for anything. I think that,
Right.
you should definitely, let your significant other know what's going on. But, I'm the only parents I have, y'all know them, the super fans, Denise and Monty. But other than that, like, I don't feel like I need to ask permission from anyone else. But
And there's a little wrinkle to that.
okay.
So the wrinkle for me is, if when we got together, this was a passion that I had and I expressed it to you, then you should know from the jump that I'm in the band, and 1 week a month, the band is, we get in the band together and we go on the road.
Yep.
Now, if this is a new hobby that pops up, all of a sudden I develop a new passion, and then I'm just out and I don't really communicate that, hey, this is a new passion of mine, or this is something I'm into, and this is the commitment that I'm going to be putting into it, then I think she has every right to say, hey, this is a little too much, or, to question it.
That's
but it
fair.
gets back to that conversation.
That is fair.
Right?
Yep. I agree with that.
So
that-
I think-
that
I think
topic.
Yeah, go ahead, DW. I think you had something to chime in on this one too, right?
Yeah, I would just add that also to Maul's point. You definitely want to give it a heads up, but as soon as you know, you gotta let her know.
That's fair too. That is fair.
You can't wait till
The
2
day
days
before, like, yo, tomorrow I'm going for 5 days.
If you know 2 weeks before, as soon as you know, she gotta know too.
Yeah.
So CYA,
definitely,
baby.
definitely.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I
No
agree with that, too.
delay. When did
Yeah.
you find this out? Monday. It could be
It could be Thursday.
Monday
and you're like,
evening.
are you
It could be like about the stroke of midnight, about to turn Tuesday. Why are you telling me this now? No,
Why didn't you tell me
I
when
just
you found out
today.
earlier?
When did you find out? When did you find out? What time? Around like 8 o'clock. What time is it now?
Yeah.
10:30.
10:30.
You knew for 2.5 hours?
Why didn't you tell me?
Nah,
2.5 hours?
That's facts right there. They
No,
that-
but,
you on the
also,
clock.
and
You
And this
on the
is why
clock,
we're
bro.
not married.
You on the
We
clock.
ain't ever going
Hey.
back.
Yep.
Listen,
Go ahead,
you
DW.
on the
What-
clock from the moment you find out. And if they find out the moment you on the clock. Like Daniil said, he
Exactly.
left the house to go to Drew house. And he like, yo, I'm on the clock, son. Yo, make the burger, son. I don't need no bread. Just give me the burger. I got to get out of here.
Nigga, just throw that shit over the fence, money.
Yep.
I ain't walking around.
Go ahead, DW. Share your story.
No, I was going back to you for a minute because you shared some of your passions, and one of them was the golf thing. But what were you like? How'd you break it to her that you didn't want golf to be one of the passions that you guys shared?
Mm-hmm. No, we
Yeah, go
sat and
ahead.
talked about it. You know, she asked if I would enjoy that, and I explained it just the way I explained it. I said, "Yeah, I think that'd be cool." I said, "But I'm competitive, and you know that." And so we compromised, right? So me and her and another couple, we did go out and golf as a couple.
There you go.
You know, she's been to Top Golf with me.
There you
When I
go.
would go on competitive golf tournaments, she would actually come with me and not caddy, but she would walk the golf course while I played it. But she found her own passion in that, right? Because some of these golf courses are beautiful. So she loves to walk, she loves nature, she loves taking pictures. So as I'm playing golf, she's walking alongside of me, she's enjoying the scenery, she's alongside of me. I hit a good shot, she encourages me. I hit a bad shot, I turned to her and I'm like, fuck, that was fucked up. You know, she's like, hey, don't worry about it. So
Yo.
so yeah, it was cool. So we found a compromise, right? We found a good compromise.
Yo, Daniil, hit the horn, man. Hit the horn. That's a bar right there. That's everything I've been talking about. That's everything I've been talking about. If y'all can find that level of compromise and something that she supports you in, even though it may not be her ultimate passion, I think that is fucking phenomenal. I think that if your lady gives that level of participation and support and all of that shit, I mean, bro, that's what
Mhm.
good relationships are made of. So
Yep.
that's my thought.
Let's help the ladies. Fellas,
Okay.
what was your ex-wife into that you absolutely could not stand, but you had to go and you went and did it? How did they convince you to do that? For me, I absolutely hate going to amusement parks for longer than 3 hours.
You mean like
have
Great
some people-
Adventure?
You go to Great Adventure. You have people that spend like they spend a work day out there.
They spent a weekend.
So I'm like, yo, 3 hours, I'm done. I'm not standing on the line for 2 hours. I'm not doing any of that. So my compromise was like, yo, I'll go with y'all and I'm driving back. I'm like,
So y'all would
"Damn,
take
I'm
two
not
separate
staying
cars
3
so you could bounce out. You're like, yo, look,
Absolutely.
I can't take this shit no
Absolutely.
more. I'm out.
I can't take this shit. And some of the kids would want to come with me because some kids don't. It's not an all day thing for them.
Yeah.
They got it and they
I-
want to go. So it
I
kind of
don't like that
out.
neither, man. I can't be in no amusement park all day. I hate Disney World, man. I mean, literally an hour in, I'm like, yo, we doing this all day? Like,
Y'all boring. Amusement parks are fun as hell. I don't know what y'all
nah, I
talking
mean, for a while
Them
they
shits is
are,
fun.
but I'm just like, yo, like the walking,
It ain't-
the
it
crowds,
ain't
the
8
lines.
hours in overtime kind of day.
No,
Mhm.
it's not.
Not.
It's not. I got
Bruh,
other shit
them shits is
I
fun.
would prefer to be doing. Like Goran said, this is a golf course right around the corner. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna give me 18 in, and I'll be back at 7.
Exactly. So Drew, you know you don't have an example of how you may, in your courting days, right? Things that you did that you might not have wanted to do just to spend some time and get a little bit closer.
Not
In the
really.
courting days, I think we all
mean,
did. Go ahead, Drew. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, courting days, you bowled. Bowling was fun. I don't know. I can't call it. Maybe going to a baby shower or some shit like that. I don't know.
He said baby shower.
Them shits is the worst.
Oh,
I
hell
think
yeah. When you don't know, well, I usually introduce myself to people because I go talk. I'm an extrovert, so I go talk to people. But after a while, it just you have nothing to do and your phone battery is dying.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Facts.
You've been trying to keep up with your fantasy football league, see who scored and who didn't score.
Oh, that's the
all time
worst.
to go.
That's the worst right there. That part right there. When your lady come and ask you to go to
A baby shower.
finger painting gallery because they do this thing on Sundays and the Giants are playing at 1, and she's like, yeah, it's like 12:30 to 5, and you're like, you fucking kidding me? Like, yo, the Giants, it's the playoffs, like, you know what I'm saying? So
I know a dude, his wife won't dare ask him to go anywhere on football Sunday, especially when his team is on.
Yeah, man.
Now,
Yeah,
She already,
some
that's
she
shit
like-
already know what it is. He's
That's like
not doing it.
violation, though. That's
He's
violation
not
right
doing
there.
it.
Like, wait a minute.
Don't even ask.
so she don't come downstairs with a jersey on. Talk about big game today.
Big game today.
He don't
Nah.
care.
Nah, you gotta train.
Wild
He don't
card.
care.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
She's like, come down here. Don't ask me no damn question. Don't like, if you see me get happy, you get happy.
Yo,
If you say me say, oh damn it, you say, oh damn it.
listen.
No questions.
No question.
It's funny shit, but that shit is real talk. Like that shit really happens, yo. Like that shit really, really happens. Like your wife come downstairs and be like, yo, we're going over to Susan's house or Joanne's house or Kim's house. And yeah, I told him you were coming and the guys are there. All the fellas be trying to watch the game too, right? Like, oh shit, like you got a TV in this motherfucker.
Who got the all data plan? Who got the all data plan?
I
Yeah,
also
man.
think this advice can be taken, but it doesn't just have to be passion. We've all been reading something in our phones or watching a movie on TV, and then that person you call wife or baby or whatever you call it at the time comes prancing into the room and wants to talk to you while you like watching the season finale of the show that you've been watching all year. You want to have a conversation now? You really trying to get my attention away from who? I'm about to find out who killed Ghost, and you want to talk to me? Right? You really want to talk right now?
That's facts.
Right?
That's
his son.
facts.
That is my
Maul.
passion. That is my small passion. I want to
That's
find out who
facts.
killed Ghost.
It was his
Listen,
son.
To me.
you got to get
know
to
what
know
you're
me
saying. I know
enough to know that don't come in here when power's on, goddammit. Like, look, it's power.
Right.
It's Power Sunday. You don't come
My
in here on
favorite
Power
movie-
Sunday. If you ain't watching it with me, then go in the other room and don't say shit until it's over.
My favorite movie is The Last Dragon. If you are not gonna recite lines with me, because I know every single line in that movie. If you're not gonna recite lines with me, don't come in.
He said, "Don't come in."
Don't come in. If you can't be like, who's the master, and duck my head in some water that I'm gonna bring out when the last scene come up in The Last Dragon. You can't say, who's the master? And I can't say I am. And
And-
look have
And
feel
if
like
they
I'm
don't know what the
glowing.
last dragon is, they too young for you, Jamal.
They are too young for me and get the hell out of my house.
Jamal like
Oh,
show enough. You gonna sit here?
Show
and-
enough.
Am I the meanest? Sure enough, am I the prettiest? I'm the baddest mofo wrote down around this time. Well, who am I? Who am I? See, I
Sure
know
enough.
the whole movie.
Facts.
Nah. So DW, what else you got, man? I think you were talking about some passions earlier. What's on your mind? What do you like to do?
No, I was just gonna chime in before. I think that one of the things I think I compromised on was my ex was into TV shows, and I remember in the beginning she'd be like, "Don't call me during this time because the Sex in the City's on," you know. And then I found myself started watching Sex in the City so we could spend more time together, or you know, but. On the flip side, and this might sound bad, but you know, for a while, the only time I could play ball was on Sunday mornings, and church was on Sunday mornings, and that was always a conflict. Of, are we going to church, or you gonna play ball? You know, so
Did you go to church before you were married or before y'all got together?
when I was
Elmont
a
Park, man.
kid, I did.
No. Yeah, as an adult. I'm talking about as an adult. Because I've
was in
never
Elmont Park
gotten
getting them
an invite
runs.
from you.
He was in Elmont Park
You
getting them
mean-
runs. He wasn't at church.
I've never
was-
gotten an invite
That was
from
church
Janelle
on Sunday
talking
morning.
about, yo, I'm going to praise the Lord. on
No,
Sunday.
he wasn't in
I
church.
invited you. You
He
never
was in
picked the phone
Elmont
up.
Park. I was with him.
I know,
We were in
he
Elmont
was
Park.
not in church.
I call you enough
When he
time,
got married,
Maul.
all of a sudden he was,
All
suited
of a
up and he was
sudden.
in church, man. Hey, yo, D-Right, you not coming to the park? Nah, son. Wifey want me to go to church, son. Oh,
then you-
come on, son.
And
Oh,
then
son.
you know you're there from 10 to about 2, and it's like wow, you know, and
And it's
you
like,
feel
where
guilty.
you guys going? All the married men went inside.
Right. So
All the people in your age bracket went inside by 2 p.m.
Damn, son.
That was a challenge.
Now we got to
That was
find
a
another
challenge.
fifth. We got to find a fifth. We got to find a fifth. Like, yo, yeah, one of y'all want to, yeah, let me get, yeah, you, come on.
Yo, straight D-Ray was really trying to save his marriage. He was like, yo, I'm changing.
I'm changing. I'm going to
Faithful.
church.
I'm going to church.
I'm going to church.
I'm giving up basketball.
I'm enjoying
all
LA
for the love of
Fitness.
this woman.
I can play ball all day long.
And that shit still ain't work.
And look where that
Nah,
got
'cause-
you. You got a podcast, motherfucker.
You got a podcast out of it.
Right here with the rest of us.
No, but I still think it's sexy if they can kind of embrace what you do, whether it's sports, whether it's like your favorite movie that you watch every year, or your favorite TV shows. I think it's dope if they can kind of
But
Going back
part.
to going back to the
Johnson,
church
I
thing
gotta-
though, D, right? You
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
when they
gonna go
did the
back to
altar
that.
call, when they did the altar call, she left you walking down by yourself, son. See what that was? See?
No, I want to
Bringing
get
up
to the
old
point.
shit.
You embraced the church, but the marriage didn't work out for you. So why would you give the advice to embrace something that you didn't want to embrace?
I think that's different. I grew up in church, so it was something that's
Me too.
But you wasn't going. You didn't go until she wanted you to go. So you embraced what she wanted. And,
I was
and it
like-
didn't work out for you.
Well, I was of the mindset where I didn't have to physically go there to get the feeling and get what I needed.
Right. You
You
didn't
know,
have that until she said you need to come to church with me.
right. And then I went there, and then the pastor has some, he put it. I like the way he put his words together. So at that point, I was getting something out of it as well.
For
so it
yourself.
wasn't like, yeah,
But you could
So-
have got the same thing by reading the Bible as well.
Nah, I couldn't have got the same thing from reading the
Okay.
Bible.
I got
You
you.
know.
Okay, cool. You got something out of it.
Yeah, so you made a sacrifice, and then you actually found out it revived maybe a passion that you had.
Right. And I was like, you know what? I stopped coming because I didn't like the way the word I was receiving before. But this guy has something, and then that's kind of what got me going back.
I feel that though, because my ex-girlfriend, the one I've talked about after my marriage, she got me back in the church, and I talked about that on one of our previous episodes.
Right.
And I I started getting the word again, and I like I said, I hadn't been to church since my grandmother had passed away, so it's been a number of years since I been back in the church, and I really it definitely took me back to my childhood, and revived me, and got me back into the church. So I'm with you on that, D-Ray.
Mm-hmm. So let's
Yes.
go ahead, D-Ray.
So, but I think when it comes to like things like your belief and your religion, that's a different type. that's a different type of passion.
Yeah.
But like ordinary stuff, things that you're into that you might do, like working out, or you might play softball on Sundays. Things like that.
Yeah. One of the earlier episodes, Rob, one of our
Yeah.
guests, Rob Parker, talked about
Right.
how
The
he used to play softball, but then as soon as they got married, she stopped supporting the softball. So yeah. So let's go around the room, and then we're gonna close it out. So passion, a lady that you're interested in or who's interested in you, sharing your passion sounds like it's important to everybody. But kind of on the flip side to that, if your lady has a passion, are you willing to sacrifice to get into her passion? I want to hear from everybody, and then we close it out. So whoever wants to jump in, go ahead and jump in. If your lady that you're talking to has a passion, are you going to jump in and try to spend that time with her and learn that passion?
So I'll go first. So yeah, I definitely would support my lady's passion, unless it interfere with my passion. Selfish, right? Selfish, right?
Very selfish, but true.
Selfish.
That's that only child syndrome you got
but
there.
that's where I'm at right now. I mean,
I'm
in
an
the
only
selfish
child,
mode.
baby. Sorry.
Listen here, if the Giants is on, and she want me to go to the painting class every Sunday at noon. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work every Sunday. Like, there's some Sundays I might be able to go, but So, but real talk, like I definitely would support my lady's passion. Things that she was interested in, I would show interest, and I would try to learn and figure it out. And I would hope that she would do the same for mine. So let's keep it turning. Who's next?
Drew, what you up? What do you think? You supporting passions or what?
I would support it. I would join in, but just don't get mad at me if I'm not as good at it as you are. I'm trying. If I suck at it, just let me suck at it.
So if you can't crochet,
Yeah.
your blanket look like a napkin.
If it comes out trash, that's fine. Just let me get the participation.
Lisa
trophy
tried.
That's cool. DW, what you got?
I think I would definitely try and support her passion. I think the issue with me is that I turn everything into a business. So don't get mad if we end up in the boardroom somewhere. But if it's your passion, then you should want to do something with it. No?
Maybe.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, and like he said, as long as it doesn't interfere with my passion. I'm a firm believer of that.
Okay. No competing passions.
Right.
All right, Mo, what you got?
Well, yeah, I would support her passion by staying out of the way if I don't want to do it with her. I would definitely not. I would have no say so on when she wants to do it or how she wants to do it, because that's her passion. I think everyone that is, whatever you are passionate about, I think you need to say it in the beginning of the relationship so that person knows who you are. I have a friend of mine who, when he meets a woman, he says, I tell them 4 things. He said, I'm poly, I like getting head, I believe in extraterrestrial life, and I seek out anything that is alien oriented, and I'm spiritual. I'm very passionate about these things. I'm very. If that's going to be a problem for you, we don't need to talk.
God damn. Who do you meet?
Anybody that you're passionate, anything you're passionate about, that potential partner needs to know so they can make a decision as to if I want to deal with this person or not. Like for me, I'm passionate about travel. Do not plan anything for my birthday, because I already got it. I already know what I'm doing 2 years from now for my birthday, because I plan it out. I know, okay, I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I can't do it this year. I'm going to do it in 2020. I'm going to do it in 2025. Like things like that. That's already booked. So don't think you can come into my life and influence me to change. Men and women, don't go into anybody's life thinking that you can influence them to change, but especially on things they're very passionate about. So whatever, show your passion, but definitely show what you're passionate about in your entire life. So that person knows that, oh, that's something I'm not influencing and I'm not changing. Okay, we're not gonna mesh.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you just want to be single. Just say it. Just say it.
What you talking
Just
about?
say
Don't
it.
we all?
It sounds like you're passionate about being single.
Nah, I can feel what Maul says, because speaking from experience, I tried that, right? I tried to develop someone else's passion, because I wanted to spend time with that person. So I went with them, to those things. I accompanied them. I tried to learn about them. But what I found out was the only enjoyment that I had doing those things was being with that person. I got no enjoyment out of the passion.
Facts.
So over the years, it was like, hey, I want to go here and do this. It was like, you go
burden.
ahead.
It becomes a burden
Right.
if you really don't take genuine interest.
Yeah, it's like, no, this is gonna go here. We should travel and go do that. I was like, yeah, if you want to go, great. So I never stopped it, but what happened was, because I set the bar so high in the beginning, because I was all into it, I was trying to learn about it, I was having conversation about it, I was trying to get into it. It kind of backfired a little bit, because it was like, you used to do this, but now you don't. What's up? And it was just like, hey, I tried it, but it wasn't my thing.
So you think you was being a liar?
No,
Nah, he tried. It's
I tried,
not gonna
yeah,
always
I tried.
win. I mean, you're not gonna always fall into the same thing that your significant other is into, but at least give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out for you, I think that at least letting them be them and letting them do the thing that they like is important, even if it's not your
Right.
thing. Like, look, I tried, but
Yep.
I
So
can't.
that's my advice. So fellas, if you've got a passion and it's important for your ladies to join in, and she tries, like Drew said, give her the participation trophy. Don't shame her. And then for the
Right.
ladies out there, if your man tries, but it's not, and he doesn't shame you for it, but he still supports you, still give him a little head.
Yeah. Close us out on that note, G. That's it. Bars.
Shit.
Let it go. Let it go. Go ahead. Close us out, G.
Let it go.
That's it. No,
Did the
we're
Black
done.
Mitt Romney
Nope.
say a nasty joke?
Hey, let that be the closer. That's the
Did G
end.
just
That's
get
it.
nasty?
I was like,
Everybody
ooh,
shut
shit.
it down. Warren, close us out on that note.
Jordan.
Close us out.
Listen, thank y'all for listening to The Lame Show. It's the life after marriage. It's the only show for the male perspective. Come check us out on Monday nights, Clubhouse. Follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you go back and download all episodes. We've got 30 plus bangers out there for you. The male perspective on 30 plus. We got some great guests. We did some cool things. So go check it out. Also, please leave us a comment. You love the show. Go ahead and click 5 stars on the Apple Podcasts, and we love to hear your feedback. And if you want to continue to support the show, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/The Lame Show. You can sponsor the show for as little as $5 a drink or $10 a month. So, The Lame Show, we out.